where we come to our work is through curiosity. We will both make a piece, watch how people view it, how people talk about it, how people discuss it, in my case, how people interact with it, and later in your case as well, and we'll find a new question.
I usually create about 5 or 6 plates and then print them about, approximately 20 times. So each print assemblage, like one 4x7 print, is actually composed of over 100 plus prints that are printed from like 6 to 10 plates, but then assembled into a one-of-a-kind piece.
One of the things that's been the most magical thing for me and wonderful as a collaborator with you is that we've been approaching this whole series through the lens of printmaking. And throughout the history of printmakers have used the most up-to-date technologies in order to make marks and then edition art objects. And that's precisely what we're doing from both ends. On your side, you're obviously using traditional printmaking materials, but then also treating them with wax in order to make them translucent and attach them to the screens. On the other side, we're using the digital photo frame and up-to-date technology just like the printing press in order to edition our videos.
Like, I gained more pleasure from watching people interact and the different ways that they would interact with these two-dimensional pieces. So when we were talking about our collaboration, when I saw that work, I thought, oh, well, I think there are opportunities there to have, to have this video, but still be able to create, these pauses with the print, but it's still expanding and drawing on, calling in these other elements or this deeper level that I just couldn't achieve within my work.
We do our talks as printing time and space.
Mm-hmm.
And I think both of us to some extent were already doing that. When I found Jessica, or rather when she found me, I was playing with the print media in a similar facet. She was a traditional printmaker who had wanted to move more into contemporary understandings of relationality and performance, and I was this interactive artist who was working with installations that interrogated ideas of how the body and language relate and how we understand perception. And I wanted to start inviting those viewers who weren't as comfortable with digital media into the same interrogation of ideas, the same challenging notions of performance and how we relate to the world.
And what I love about this is I feel like I've met you and approached you and learning your discipline during a time that it's still relevant in your practice, or in its practice, or in its field. Because as a printmaker, we usually acquire these technologies and these presses when they're obsolete. After they're obsolete, and then we say, okay, now how can we do this for art?
We're still using printmaking technologies of line and color in layers in order to speak back and forth between the two.
Meuninck-Ganger, as it's actually titled, has the frame of, the video, the frame of the digital layer, the frame of the drawn layer, and then we break the frame, or we will be breaking the frame completely and doing hand-drawn elements that go out that are site-specific. we're lucky in that we both have similar interests in like the history and the tradition, but we also have similar interests in just what we do in our day-to-day lives and how we see the world and how we capture things through video and then interpret those, whether it's video or print, and combining those together.